Yo, once again, this is the Prof. Like I always say, if you're down with the real shit and you're not down with the bullshit, like and subscribe. Um, yeah, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Yo, um, I just want to touch on the power of culture. Um, in the sense of like this, people um ask the question sometimes. Sometimes you'll get like people who will ask the question, what the fuck happened to hip hop? Like, how the fuck did it get to where it is, like it is today? You know, um, you got, uh, it's not, well, first of all, the whole thing about hip hop culture, the hip hop culture doesn't exist anymore. See, when Nas said hip hop is dead, he was talking about the culture. And a lot of people was talking about, well, why did Nas say that when he came out with his album Hip Hop is Dead? Especially like you had a lot of younger rappers in the industry that were saying, well, if hip hop is dead, Nas killed it because he said hip hop was dead. Like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, man. He killed it. Straight up, anybody with any kind of damn little bit of common sense knows that Nas is hip hop all day. Straight up, he comes from that fucking real, rugged, you know, era and time, early '90s, spitting that real shit, where you had to be a real true lyricist to get some props and respect. So you can't question that about Nas at all, period. You know, um, Nas ain't killed shit just because of the statement that he made. What a lot of young rappers were worried about and concerned with him having the respect and that he has and what his respect carries, as him being a part of the industry. They were just thinking that, oh shit, he might have some kind of profound effect upon people's consciousness as far as like rap music goes, and they thought their record sales were going to be affected. That was the only thing they cared about in the first goddamn place. And that's the whole thing. The culture is what's no longer prevalent anymore. Now it's just rap music. You know what I'm saying? But it's been like that for a long time, and that was a design plan before the 2000s even came into play. You know, the whole thing about culture is power. You know, and they say that the people who control the culture, it's like that's who's going to have the power in society. If you can dictate like how everybody dresses, how everybody talks, walks, even thinks, look at things, that's all a part of culture, you know. And so, you look at hip hop, what it was like in those '80s and those '90s. I mean, here comes a music genre that's formed by kids living in the Bronx, and this is all due to, you know, being impoverished, um, young people being aware, looking at their surroundings, and basically just speaking on how fucked up it is and how fucked up their lives were being, as far as like how they lived and, you know, how, their conditions were and stuff and everything and shit. And so they were being socially conscious because they was talking about what the fuck was really affecting them, how they felt about the things that were going on around them, and stuff like that, and how they was living and everything, and shit. And it was powerful because shit, they were young people with a voice. They empowered other young people to feel like, yo, I can speak out and talk about some shit too. You know, a lot of things that go on hip hop are based upon, truthfully, just evident type things that we see and hear all the fucking time. It's not really like they're saying anything with like, yo, nobody ever seen this. Nobody ever knew this. Nobody ever thought this or whatever. No. It a lot of times, like throughout the course of history in rap, rappers have always talked about things that have been on people's minds, things that people talk about, like, when maybe certain other people are not around. Um, you know, it's just real shit. But the whole thing about it, culture is powerful. Once hip hop music, became a very powerful form of not just music, but it was a powerful form of expression. The thing about it, and it's coming from youth. You got a lot of older people. You have to think about this. A lot of older people were concerned and worried about this, especially like a lot of bureaucrats, politicians. Why? Because these are young people that are becoming consciously aware of politics just in itself. What the hell's going on? Like, they're looking like, what the fuck is these young people talking about? How the money is being budgeted and spent in the city, as far as like pertaining to schools and education and urban areas and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck is these? Wait a minute. Kids are supposed to like watch cartoons, go outside, play hopscotch, double dutch, play basketball, baseball, you know, um, play video games and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Toys and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of things that are supposed to like occupy your mind space as being a child. You know, um, so that like all the very important things and stuff like that are just left to the adults, so that they can govern your fucking future, or govern your fucking present even. Right now, you just go play. That's what you're supposed to do. A lot of the hip hop artists, when they started out making music and everything, it showed that like, yo, these young people are thinking about serious fucking shit. They not just being kids. They like, oh shit, what the fuck? Hold on, man. The hell's these motherfuckers talking about? Like, what I'm saying? Like the thing, like the message by Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash and them, the stuff they were saying, they looking like, what the fuck? Hold on. Like, what are you doing paying attention to that shit though? We know it exists. But we don't give two shits. We don't give a fuck because we're not putting our money into a lot of the things that you're mentioning about. But then all of a sudden, you start bringing a conscious awareness to the very damn things that they want people to like not even look at, and we got the youth of America, you know, sitting up here saying shit like, speaking on politics and empowering other youth across this fucking country to do the same damn fucking thing, and everybody's looking at their social conditions and everywhere across the country, East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest. A lot of times what's fucked up is people don't even mention about up north Minnesota and Connecticut and I don't know what the fuck that's all about. I don't know no hip hop motherfuckers coming out of Maine, so please don't nobody say that shit. But I, I I'm saying they so this powerful music genre was forming culture. People looking at people like young people starting respect for the rappers, the MCs and stuff like that. What they were saying, how they was dressing, how these young people were like being outspoken and stuff like that. They start seeing like this shit is starting to spread. Like they knew it was more deeper than just the music itself, because of it was a culture. Kids was defining themselves through this fucking culture and stuff like that. Well, the whole thing about it, the powers that be, the powers that be, were looking at this like this shit is very powerful, and this shit is offsetting how the fuck we want things did and ran in society. They didn't want the young people fucking doing no shit like that. They just want you to be some fucking kids. Here's some motherfucking jacks and a goddamn fucking ball and shit. Go play fucking jacks and shit. What the fuck is y'all doing? The hell is these young people doing all down here at the mayor's office and shit, talking about how come you're getting rid of our music art program? Like, what the hell? Y'all ain't supposed to be tripping off that shit. Y'all just supposed to roll with what the fuck we saying. Y'all are kids. That's the whole thing about, remember stay in a child's place. That also has to, it embodies the whole aspect of don't question adults, do as what adults say, and that's it. You know, um, but the thing about it is that it was very powerful. So they had to interject something. Look, we got to offset this shit. This is how gangster rap. But check this out though, gangster rap. When they was asking the rappers back then, this so-called gangster rap, um, what they were doing or what they called what they were doing. Rappers who talked about inner city violence and police brutality, more so the West Coast LA rappers, they said it was reality rap. Because why? It was the reality that they lived in. That's all they That's all they looked at it at. They didn't say gangster rap. But once that became powerful, oh shit, they're addressing goddamn police brutality. Oh damn, they're bringing a light on the abuses that are going on throughout this country that's happening to minorities, namely blacks and Latinos. Oh goddamn. And now they're getting goddamn socially conscious and politically aware and shit like that. And talking about why are the police down here doing this and why are the police down here messing with us. You don't see them doing that to white people. You don't do it. Oh shit. Now here these motherfuckers go. You know what I'm saying? So what did they do? They had to put a stigma on that fucking shit. Cause see, that was really serious. Oh shit, we don't want this social conscious shit right here going on right now. Because the way shit works in this country, and not just this country, countries all over the fucking world. Look, man, the governing bodies, by design, govern the way they govern for a reason. A lot of things that's going on, man. Y'all fighting for these different injustices and inequalities and all that fucking shit. That shit is like it is on purpose, you know? And so, of course, you think you're doing something that's right, right? Being a social justice warrior and all that fucking shit. They looking at you as you a fucking goddamn nuisance. You know, you are a fucking hindrance to what the fuck we want to do. Because after all, they figure like, yo, when these officials get in there in office and start so-called governing, they want to govern the way they want to. They look at it as, you put me here. Once they're there, it's like them governing over you. It's like them making decisions for your way of life, how you're going to live. And they're supposed to dictate it. So when something like anything, but especially like the youth is very dangerous because they're the future. They had to curb that shit because they already got things in place. They have figured out how they want things to be in the next 5 to 10 years. Well, we hear this shit, what's going on right now, we gotta curb this shit some kind of way. Because a lot of these kids are gonna wind up being grown, they're gonna be adults, and if this shit keeps going on, yo, these people gonna be voting. And then they're gonna get grown, they're gonna be carrying that damn fucking youthful spirit, that fucking rebelliousness and shit like that, with them, and that whole fight the power mentality. We gotta do something to stop that shit. So when they put the media came up with gangster rap. They called that type of shit when the rappers were talking about what was happening, police brutality, uh, 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 gang violence going on. Police ain't doing nothing about it. Shit like that. Purposely, the drugs in the neighborhood, guns in the neighborhood. How the fuck is all this shit just getting in here? Shit like that. They want us to fucking kill ourselves and all this fucking shit. Shit, well, we take when gangster had a stigma to it, and so when people heard gangster, they're like, oh, shit, then this must be bad, right? Because gangsters are bad. That's why they did that shit. And like I said, they have to curb this shit. Look at hip hop now. Like I said, it ain't even hip hop no more. It's rap music. They sit up. Look at what all the rappers rapping about. Last fucking the last decade, what permeated the landscape as far as like the rap music scene is everybody rapping about fucking getting high, being fucking junkies, drug heads. Everybody's popping Molly, taking Xanax, you know, and sitting up just talking about being fucked up. See, and they're promoting that music. Mumble rappers, they're promoting fucking being dumb, stupid, retarded, ignorant, saying that, hey, y'all, that's the norm. That's how you should be. See? Look at this dude just up here. I've been heard that pertains, Molly, but this motherfucker got fucking $1 million fucking worth of $1 million worth of jewelry on. He got a Bugatti and all this fucking shit. So they make you think success is gonna come. Hey, be dumb and stupid. Don't get educated. Don't be conscious. And you'll be all right. See? So it's like the consciousness, for hip hop to return, the consciousness has to come back. Because other than this is just a lot of today's rappers. They're just making a mockery and shit of what hip hop maybe started. But this is just rap music, man, and it's bullshit rap music too. All this, see, impoverished people sometimes will look at it as, if it justifies, if the means is justified, you know, then it's okay. They figure like, well, we're poor, we're down here, shit, man, motherfuckers don't want to live on no welfare and food stamps and all that shit, man. So if a motherfucker gonna break me off millions of dollars for me to talk about Molly Percocet and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck, man. If I'm a dude and paint my nails and shit like that, and put on mascara and makeup and shit, and put on a dress and a skirt and all that fucking shit, and walk around with a goddamn purse, and I can get millions of dollars doing that shit. Hey, man, it gets me out of poverty. That's a good thing, right? Nah, motherfucker, you just selling your goddamn soul and shit like that, I mean, shit, where's your integrity? See, that's the whole thing. That's why there's no more hip hop culture. Hip hop culture was like predicated upon, like, keeping it real, things like that. Remember, there was a code of ethics, keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Not being a biter, not doing what the fuck everybody else doing, being original and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Representing the culture like correctly and shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, being real, being authentic was very, very serious, back in the day. Now, shit, wait a minute, what is he doing? Oh shit, he painting his nails? I'm gonna paint my nails too. Oh, what is he doing? He walking around the purse? I'm gonna walk around the purse too. What is he doing? He talking about Molly Percocet? I'm gonna talk about Molly Percocet too. So, that takes away from the artistry and they ain't being conscious about shit. I know they like to bring up a lot of times, well, we got J. Cole and we got Kendrick Lamar, and I feel like, yo, it's a trip thing, right? You point out two, specifically two rappers, you say, well, we got them. So that's supposed to derail you from speaking on how ignorant and unconscious everybody else is fucking being. And how what they're doing, a lot of the young rappers, what they don't understand is you're doing things that's going to lead to the destruction of, you know, the youth going into the future and shit like that, you know? So, yo, man, y'all got to put your thinking caps on and stop being fucking all dumbed down. And you got to understand, man, the Bible says the greed for money is the root of all evil. So once they bait you in with money, and you have a lustful desire for it, and agree to where you start sacrificing your integrity, morality, convictions, and everything like that, then whatever's behind that fucking so-called money that they're gonna give you, there's something bad behind that shit. You know, you're gonna wind up having to do some shit you gonna fucking regret. You know, you're gonna be ashamed of. That's gonna have you fucking drugged the fuck out just to deal with the indecency of things that you had to do to get that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, the whole thing about culture is so powerful, and why you have the powers that be that, they worry about culture. They want to be the only ones that define it because of the power of it and stuff like that. So if you're doing something, you defining culture in ways that go against the powers that be, they're gonna try to do things to make sure they bring you down, bring down whatever culture that you're trying to establish and stuff. And they're gonna use their money and influence and everything to make damn sure that society looks at what you're doing as being something that's bad. While you probably was looking at it as, yo, you trying to do what you doing, trying to do something that's good. So what does that fucking tell you? You know what I'm saying? When y'all look and see all the ways that the world is and y'all saying what the fuck is happening to society, the shit is being done on purpose, man. Everybody that's being empowered that you're looking at saying, what the fuck are these people being able to have carte blanche doing this and doing that? Why, if we talk about the wrongness of these people and this and that, do we get shit shut down some kind of way? Do we get all these goddamn defamatory remarks made about us? Why, if I'm a famous person, if I speak out about certain individuals, certain social type things, I might lose my job, I might lose money, or everything like that. Why is that? Because They don't want any type of culture to threaten, you know, their stranglehold and power over society to dictate the way they want things dictated. That's their way of governing society. So if it's in their best interest that people got to get killed, that shit, people got to lose jobs, people got to be impoverished and shit. Look at the fucking shit, man. The homelessness that's going on in a lot of these states. You know, look at a lot of the gentrification that's just running like like wow, you know, because man, the powers that be, that's what they want. What do you think? It's the people? Oh, the people just want to be homeless. Does that make sense? The people just don't want jobs. The people just don't want to be educated. Do you really believe that shit? That's fucking crazy if you do. So the power of culture, man, is very serious. Like whoever dictates it, has power over, you know, creating perception and thought. It's a very powerful thing, man. So shit. If you want to change things, you're gonna have to change the culture. And a lot of times, man, in order to change the culture, you're gonna have to change the people that's dictating the culture and controlling it. Depending on who that is, you could be playing a real dangerous game because that's how serious and important the people who dictate the culture. That's how powerful that is. Peace.